Hello everyone. So after you log in, the next step is to create the designs. So next we will go on and click on this create button, and then we will move forward with the 3D design. We'll take some time to open the platform. So once we enter this platform, the first thing we need to do is change this label or name to our name and write the name of the diagram which we will be making. So I'm making a house. So the first thing that we want to make is a house. So I'll click on this box and drag it on the platform like this. Okay, so we can see there are white dots all over the box, right? So these white dots help us to change the dimension two way, while the black boxes helps to change the dimension in just one way. So what we need to do next is click on this white box, one of the white boxes, and then stretch it out like this. Okay, it should cover the platform in certain way. The next step is to again click on this box and then again bring another box on the platform. And now this time again, we'll do the same step, clicking on the white box and stretching it out. But this time it should be lesser in dimension than the previous one. So the bottom one, so the edges that we are making, it should be lesser in dimension than that of the bottom box. Is that clear to all? I hope. So the next step is to make it a hole. What it does, basically, it makes the box transparent. The next step is to click on this white box and increase the height like this. Okay. Then after that, we need to click on this triangle thing and make the box, this transparent box, to be put inside the bottom one. Okay. We will click on this triangle box and just drag it inside the box. I hope you can see it is piercing inside the box, right? So now we will click on this white space over here. Keep an eye on the mouse where it is hovering. Okay, this white space over here, we'll click on it and then drag and select the entire image. Now our group icon is activated. So we'll click on that group icon. So this completes our boundary for the house. Now the next step is to create a door and a window as well. So what we need to do next is again click on this box and put it on the side of the boundary like this. Now this time we will change the dimension by clicking the white boxes like this, so that it looks like a door. Okay, so first thing was to click on the white box to change the dimension two ways, like changing the length and the breadth, right? Now the next thing we will do is click on this black box on the other side, which is illuminating red, right? So we'll click on that black box, which is illuminating red, and then pull it on the other side. Just click on that black box and drag it on the other side. Now we can see the door, as the door basically is touching the ceiling. That is the reason it can create like an it can actually emit the boundary or the boundary that should be present above the door. So what we need to do next, we will click on this white box and decrease the height of the door, so that there is certain ceiling above the door, right? So now this completes the door. Now we will again click on the hole option to make it transparent and create a cavity like thing. Okay. So again, click on the white space and then select the entire image and click on the group icon. So this makes our door complete. If I zoom into this, we can see that the door is complete, right? So the next step is to create a window. So we'll again bring this box over here, change the dimensions as per our preference to make it look like a window. Okay. Now, so we can see this black box, right? Now we will raise it from the platform because we want to make a window, not a door, right? Now we can see the door is actually, this window is actually touching the ceiling of this boundary. So we will introduce the height by clicking on this white box. And then the next thing is to put it across the boundary, one side of the boundary. So we'll again click on this black box and pull it on the other way. I can still see that it is touching the ceiling. So I will reduce the height by clicking on this white box. Okay, so now we will click on the hole to make it transparent. And over here, the next steps should be to click on this copy option and then paste option so that we can make two windows put side by side, right? So this completes our window. Now again, click on the white space and then again drag and select the entire image and go to group. So that creates our window. If I go to the front position and then zoom into it, then we can see there are two windows put side by side, right? So now our next step will be to click on the home view and then bring this roof on all over the boundaries. So I'll click on this roof and drag it and put it in the middle. Now the next step will be to click on this double arrow. What this double arrow does, it changes the angle of the angle or position of the shapes, right? So again, we click on this double arrow and drag and change it to 90 degrees. We can also do that manually as well by clicking on this degrees and then changing it to 90 degrees. I hope it's clear to all. Now, what we need to do next is click on these white boxes and make it stretch out to cover the entire area like this. Pull out these roof to cover the entire area so that it looks like the roof. Okay, now the next step will be to click on this triangle over here and raise it from the platform. Now this completes our house, but we still need to check one more thing, whether the roof has been positioned in the middle or not. So we will go to the front and then again we will click on the left position to check whether the roof has been kept in the middle or not, or if it is lying on some of the other sides. So it is more or less in the middle, so we won't bother much. So again, I'll click on the home view, go to the front position, and this is what we can see from this side, right? So this is somewhat complete. And if I zoom in, we can see there is window, there has a roof and whatnot. And we can enter this tool and this completes our house. Okay, so now the next thing will be again to click on this Tinkercad dashboard and make another design. Automatically saves our work. So the next design will be to make a petting. Again, we'll click on this create button and then go to 3D design. Now, again, we will change the name of this design. So it will be Nikita Shah the petting. So now over here, we'll just select this sphere, click on it, and then put it on the platform like this, right? And then we will reduce the height of this sphere by clicking on this white top box, and it should be of what I've suggested to go for this 2 dimension, right? We can also change it to as per our preference. That doesn't really matter, but it's better to follow the height of that of 2. Okay, the next step will be to click on this black box, which is illuminating red again, and stretch it out. Just click on the red black box and drag. Okay, so now this looks like a sphere, right? So now the next step will be to just click on the duplicate and repeat button. Then we will go to this double arrow and click on this 0 degree to change it to 22.5 degrees. Okay, so now again we'll keep on clicking on this, duplicate and repeat. So the next step will be to say, click on this white space and select the entire image. Click on the white space, drag and select the entire image to activate this group icon. Why we are grouping it? Because if we do not do that, now when we have grouped them, they are stacked together. But if we do not do that, if we click on this undo button, then what basically happen, these images are not stuck together. So they can come out easily. They won't revolve together, right? And this is the reason we need to stack them. So this is clear to all. Now again we will click on this Tinkercad dashboard to make the last design, which is of a chain. We can click on this create and then 3D design. Similarly, changing the name to the that of the design that we want. Here we'll click on this. We'll just scroll down and we need to bring this torus, which is in the shape of a dome. Okay, so first thing we will stretch out so that so that it is visible to our eye, and then we will just go to the front view and then left view. We can see there is a double arrow over here which helps to change the angle, right? So we'll click on it and then drag it. Either you can drag it or change it from 0 degree to -90 degrees as per your preference. Okay. So now we can see it is lying below this line, this black line. This torus is lying half on the above and half on the below of this line, right? So this is basically on the negative axis. What we need to do is click on this home view, then click on this triangle over here and drag it from the below or negative axis and keep it on the platform, right? Now, the next step will be that we have to make sure that the shape is already selected and no other thing is in the platform, right? Then we'll click on this duplicate and repeat platform and drag out another duplicate image from it. Okay. And then we will keep it side by side, like this. Then we again will go to the left position, click on front, and then go to the left position. This time only the second image should be selected and not the first one. So make sure to just select the duplicated item and not the pure original one. Now we will click on this double arrow again and turn the angle to 90 degrees like this. Okay, then we will go to the home view. We can see it's something looks like an interlock change, right? So again, we'll click on this white space, drag, select and drag and select the entire image and duplicate and repeat. Okay, then we will just drag out the image. This makes our chain. And if we keep on clicking on this duplicate and repeat, it will keep on creating our chain like thing. So this completes our entire session. Thank you for watching. I hope you will practice by looking into this and prepare for the exams. Thank you.